Welcome everyone. This is the Masterclass. My name is Patricknazareth. I have around 30 years of teaching experience and I'm here to help you with your doubts if you have any. Today we look at the poem A Thing of Beauty written by John Keats. Keats was born on October the 31st, 1795, London, England. He died at the tender age of 25 of tuberculosis at Rome in Italy. He is considered a second-generation romantic poet. His contemporaries Percy Bysshe Shelley and Lord Byron. He is considered the poetical descendant of people like William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Romantic poets believed in spontaneity, writing without any preparation whatsoever. And in order to do that, they looked at natural things, natural beauty, which they felt connected them to God. So a romantic poet like Keats could look at, say, a flower and decide to write a poem on it without thinking. Whatever thoughts came to his head, he put down on paper. It just gets more and more beautiful with age. And its memory of what we have seen, the memory of its beauty, will keep us happy. We do not sleep with nightmares. We are always mentally at peace and we have good health. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of despondence, of the inhuman dearth of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and o'er-darkened ways made for our searching. Yes, in spite of it all, some shape of beauty moves away the pall. Here the poet is comparing our daily life with nature. He says, throughout each day, throughout our life, we tend towards unhappiness because there is no shortage of things to be unhappy about. People are seemingly against us. People seemingly don't like us. People seemingly put obstacles for us because there is no shortage of people who like to create problems. There are days which is gloomy, where you feel bad. There are days when you are sick. But whether all these days come, whether we meet all these people or not, if we remember something beautiful that we have seen, it tends to move away all the unhappiness, leaving us happy once again. And that beauty, every morning, if we think of that beauty, that is what actually binds us to this earth. That is what makes our lives worth living. From our dark spirits, such is the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple sheep. And such are daffodils with the green world they live in, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling covert make, gainst the hot season, the mid-forest brake, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk blooms. The poet has told us that something beautiful can lift away our sadness, make us happy when we are unhappy. And he's giving us certain objects that he thinks will do this for us. Like looking at the sun, looking at the moon, seeing the different types of trees there are, seeing what they provide, whether they're providing shade for us or for animals like sheep, flowers like the daffodils, and clear rills. A rill is a small stream, a small river, pure transparent water, and they are a cooling force against the heat of the day. And sometimes in the forest, you will come upon places where there are roses blooming, wild roses that are blooming. These and many other things are beautiful things that can connect us to this earth of ours, will guarantee to lift us out of the unhappiness that we might sometimes find ourselves in. And such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty death. All lovely tales that we have heard or read, an endless fountain of immortal drink, pouring unto us from the heavens' brink. What else is beautiful? Well, even the thought of death can be beautiful. Why? Because if you die, you can go to heaven. You are taken to a place which is full of beauty. Is that not worth dying for? Because you're going from some place that is not very good to some place which is even better. Where are we immortalizing everything? When we read stories, when we read tales that tell us that, listen, this hero died in such and such a way to save our planet or to save our earth or to save our country. And because he died so gloriously, God has taken him up to heaven, encouraging us to understand that if and when we die, and we have to die, we will go to a place that is far more beautiful than the one we are in. What are the themes that run through this poem then? The central idea, of course, is beauty. What does beauty do for us? Keats tries to explain that beauty is a comfort. From where do we get this beauty? We get it from nature. He suggests that if we look at nature and observe the very many beautiful things there, that they will bring us joy and comfort even during our darkest times. Nature is an inexhaustible source that will help revive our spirits and make us happier. He says that if there are days, and all of us will have those days, when we are sad, when we are suffering, if we turn towards nature, we will find that the beauty that we see in nature will give us a shelter, a place of peace away from life's difficulties. Also, Keats appears to suggest that art is immortal. He says human beings may pass away. A flower that blooms today might die tomorrow. But the artist, the sculptor, the painter, who captures these beautiful moments will ensure that the beauty lives on. And anyone who looks upon it, looks upon their art in the future, will be uplifted, will be happy, will be a better person for seeing such a beautiful thing. That's it then, the end of the lesson. I hope I have been of some help to you. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if I have. Remember, there might be other people out there who will need our help.